I've got my plan. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresno comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed to jam. Counted for two.
Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off.
And it's saved.
What a game. Smack to the left. That is gone.
Lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Count it. And a win. And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not?
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our final matchup of the day. Going to bring Pool 1 to a close. See who goes to the final bracket. Both of these teams falling twice already. And we're going to get things going here. Nice rally early on, but Carroll can't get it across in time. So it's going to be a point here early on for Robstown. And nice play up front. Sheridan Lee ties it up. So we know that Sinton's headed to the championship bracket. The gold bracket will be Orange Grove. Winner goes to silver, and the loser goes to bronze. And nice play up front at the net. And Olivia Leal. Here's Mona Hernandez on the serve. That one not going to be returned. Back-to-back points here for Robstown. It's 3-1 for the Lady Pickers. And there's Lee going cross court. Sheridan Lee. She's had a lot of success here on the net, whether it be in the middle or on the outside. She's played well. And this one not going to be returned as Jaslyn Trevino tried to punch it home, but 3-3. And Kylie Flores serves for Carroll. This one sent over, but nice heads-up play there by Kayla Johnson. Back row attack, a little bit too much on that one from Aubrey Flores. And Olivia Leal on the serve. Here's a setup for Haley Flores, but Flores mistimes it, sends it right into the net. And it's a 5-3 lead for Robstown the early going. Johnson sends it to the back row, but it's played. And there's a attack by Alanis Gonzalez. And it's 5-4. Here's a serve coming from Lillian Gonzalez. Carroll able to send it back with the libero Mia Medina. Makes a play on it. A strong attack by Paredes, but it's returned by Carroll. Here it's set up in the middle for Alanis Gonzalez. Here's a setup for Paredes again, and Paredes places it, but nicely done here by Aubrey Flores coming to make the save. And Carroll comes up with the point there to tie it up on the outside, sending it to cross court. So Carroll leads 6-5, and it's going to be picked up here. Carroll now takes the lead. Or they now lead by 2 after taking the lead a bit ago. Lillian Gonzalez on the serve for the Lady Tigers. And Robstown gets a point back there. And it's 7-6. On the serve is going to be Mallory Garza from Robstown. That one saved on the front row, popped up and over. Garza sets it up for Gonzalez. Nice play there, Lillian Gonzalez. Getting low for the dig to make the save. That's the libero. Kylie Flores sends it over. Garza, cross-court setup. Nice attack there, but too much on it from Jaslyn Trevino. Carroll gets a point back, and it's 8-6. Haley Flores with the service error into the net. Here's a serve from Jaslyn Trevino. Turned there by Aubrey Flores, and Flores able to pick up the kill. Carroll up by 9. Kayla Johnson on the serve. Nice play at the net, and Sheridan Lee was there, but it goes out of play. And Robstown gained a point back, and it's a 9-8 game here in this opening set. Lannis Gonzalez. Gonzalez plays it on the back row. Here's the setup. Gonzalez from the back row for the attack. Popped up. Carroll sends it over. One-hander by Aubrey Flores. And that one up, out and over. Carroll regains the lead. Well, they're up by 2 now. So this is Giselle Chavarria on the serve. Mona Hernandez on the return. sends it out of play. And Carroll extends its lead to 3 here with Chavarria on the serve. And on the outside, that's Anneli Villarreal. With the kill, just setting it fair to the outside of the Carroll back row, and it's 11-9 in favor of Carroll, but on the serve, it's Mia Mesa for Robstown. There's a set up a running attempt there from Flores, but Mallory Garza was there for, well, actually Paredes was there, but Robstown picks up the point. Here's Mesa on the serve, but there's Aubrey Flores. Paredes trying to save, but pops it up and not over the net as it falls on the Robstown side, and it's 12-10. Lady Tigers with Aubrey Flores on the service line. Now Flores gonna pick up the ace there, and it's 13-10, and Carroll back up by 3. Another serve not going to be returned, and Carroll now with his largest lead of the match. They are up 14-10. And that one coming up short. The back row need to come up to play it. And really nice showing at the service line from Aubrey Flores. Timeout taken by Robstown. Carroll in front 15-10. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 15-10. Carroll in front of Robstown, and this is the final pool game for pool 1. And Robstown comes out of the timeout and picks up a point. And the Sheridan Lee. Strong attack from the outside for the kill. And then Kylie Flores comes out to serve for Carroll. And she sends it into the net and skips right over and picks up the ace, and it's a 17-11 Carroll lead. They lead by 6, and they're gaining some distance here. As Kylie Flores sends this one probably would have went out of play if Mia Medina didn't try to play it, and another ace goes down in the books here for Kylie Flores, and Carroll has had a good showing from the service line here in this matchup. And that's Gonzalez. Nice back row attack there to pick up a score. And Carroll jumps ahead by 7. It's 19-12. Again, the winner here goes on to the silver bracket. The loser goes on to bronze. Sinton into the championship bracket. Orange Grove headed to the gold bracket. So it's 19-13 now. And on to serve for Robstown is going to be Mallory Garza. Garza on to serve. Here's a setup on the outside for Flores. And it's saved there. In the middle for Alanis Gonzalez. And that one went out, and that one was close, but the official's going to call it fair, and Robstown going to get the point. It's a 5-point lead for Carroll. Here's the setup there from the outside, and that's Elena Alcala, who gets the deflection as the ball goes out of play. And the lead back up to 6 for Carroll. The Lady Tigers send Haley Flores to the line. And Flores sends it over. This one played by Gonzalez. And Ramos into the net for Robstown. Just kind of mistimed it down the outside. Had the positioning and all, just timed it wrong on the jump there, and comes up and makes this play. Hits the top. And the ball went up, hit the backboard there, and it's an 8-point lead for Carroll. Flores on the serve. Serves received. And Gonzalez set up there in the middle. And Gonzalez going to get credit with the kill on that spike as it's deflected out of play by Carroll. And it leads down to 7. But uphill battle to climb here with Robstown. See if they can go on a bit of a run here. And we've seen it. We've seen some lengthy runs by teams in the latter part of sets. We'll see how this one finishes up as this one goes out of play as Aubrey Flores tries the outside attack but sends it right into the net, and it's a 6-point lead. Here's a setup for Aubrey Flores. Just a little bit of miscommunication there as you see Gonzalez and Medina get crossed up there a little bit. And Garza trying to make an effort to make the save but cannot, and it's a 23-16 Carroll lead as Kayla Johnson heads to the service line for the Lady Tigers. Here's a setup for Alanis Gonzalez, popped up. Johnson sends it over, and Sheridan Lee there in the middle to make the return. Gonzalez, nice play down low, Lillian Gonzalez. And good attempt there from the libero Mia Medina, and Alanis Gonzalez couldn't clear the net behind her, and it's a 8-point lead for Carroll. And this one into the net and a bit to the right. City of Robstown the point and the serve. Still a 7-point lead here for Carroll. One away from closing up this set. Alanis Gonzalez with the serve. Here's Flores. Gonzalez plays on the back row. Garza for Flores for Gonzalez. On the outside for Alcala. And it's going to go the way of Carroll. And Alcala able to put down the final point here in set number 1. Carroll leads 1-0 after a 25-17 set 1 victory over Robstown. We'll set up for set number 2 and be back. This is Real Sports Live. Keep it here.
Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation,
And a district of excellence.
we are HCISD.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to start with set 2 right before we get going. If you're watching, give us a like, give us a share. We're streaming on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook all simultaneously, and you can be able to watch all the pre-recorded stuff, especially everything here from today's tournament. The other previous 4 games we've done, we did 5 of the 6 pool games here today for pool number 1 at the Sinton Varsity tournament. But make sure to give this video a like and a share and pass it to your friends and family if they're looking for it. Send them our way. That's Real Sports Live, RIO Sports Live. And we're getting ready to go here with set number 2. This is the last pool play matchup. We had Sinton qualifying, finishing 3-0, headed to the championship bracket, and headed to the gold bracket. Orange Grove, they finished 2-1, and we're gonna get Carroll point here as a Mia Mesa service error gives Carroll the early lead. So winner here will be destined for the silver bracket. Loser will head to bronze. And we got to get an ace here. And Carroll, with a ton of momentum, finishing strong in set number 1. Pulling away in the latter stages. And coming out strong here. And here's Giselle Chavarria. Sends that one short. And into the net, it's 2-1. Serve from Mona Hernandez. That one skipped over. Set up for Aubrey Flores, and it's going to be out of play. And it's 2-2. Now returned by Flores. Sent back over by Mia Mesa. That's Aubrey Flores on the outside. Mesa sets it up in the center of the net for Alanis Gonzalez. Play made by Leslie Sines. And it's returned, and Carroll Great reaction time there from the back row. So Layla Signs go low to make the save, to pick up the dig. Now Aubrey Flores at the service line. And there's Gonzalez. Nice defensive play as she cut off Chavarria. And Robstown going to pick up the point here as they tie the game 3-3. This one on the outside from Haley Flores sends it right into the net, and Robstown takes the lead. After a sharp start from Carroll, Robstown taking back a little bit of the momentum. Alanis Gonzalez on the serve. And that was Gabriela Acuna picking up the point there, tied at 4-all. Kylie Flores headed to the service line now for Carroll. Here's the serve received on the front row, and here's the setup. Alanis Gonzalez sends it over. Set up in a nice one-handed approach at the net, and Gabriela Acuna makes another play up front. And Carroll takes back the lead, and Kylie Flores back to the service line. And Gonzalez, nice effort there, and Carroll front row didn't expect it there. Trio blue jerseys watching it fall, namely Kayla Johnson, who had the best look there, just kind of frozen like a deer in headlights on that one. But a nice play there from Alanis Gonzalez, able to track it down here to the left side. And it's 5-all. Nice attack down the front row for Carroll. And the Lady Tigers up 1. 6-5. Lillian Gonzalez back to serve for Carroll. Her team up 1. Gonzalez with the serve, received by Mia Medina. And Gonzalez makes a play for Robstown. Alanis Gonzalez at the net. So back and forth here, 6-all. And the line for Robstown is Jaslyn Trevino. And Elena Alcala couldn't get that one across, and Robstown in the lead now. Here's Trevino. And that was Alcala who couldn't clear it once again, so. So Robstown leads 8-6. Johnson to the back row. It's played there. Here's a setup in the middle of the net. Villarreal mistimes it at the net and can't get it to go. And it's Robstown by a point, 8-7. Carroll on the serve. It's Haley Flores. To pick up the ace, and it rolls down. Shallow serve to the front row and deflected to the back, and Mona Hernandez, not enough height on that one, and Carroll retakes the lead. And giving it right back is Flores. on the service error there. So now we're tied 9-all. Anneli Villarreal on the serve. Johnson one-hands it. It's played here. Sent cross court. Villarreal returns and coming back the other way. That's Flores. And point over to Carroll. Kayla Johnson gives it right back on the service error, and now we're all squared at 10 once again. The service error can be momentum killers right here, back and forth in a game like this. A run could be of importance, but playing the back and forth game and not stringing points together could be troublesome later on. That was Aubrey Flores making the play, and Villarreal on the back row for Robstown. Couldn't quite get there. It's a little bit short as she went to her knees with it. Giselle Chavarria on to serve for Carroll. Put in play. And not going to be returned. And Carroll, back-to-back points here. Has them in the lead by 2. It's 12-10. And here's Chavarria on the jump serve. Here's a setup for Acuna. Played on the back row by Villarreal. Setup for Gonzalez. In the back row, that's Leslie Sines. And coming up, it's Mona Hernandez. That one popped up high. Sheridan Lee, 2 hands it over. Gonzalez gets it by Lee, but waiting over there is Kylie Flores, the libero. Nice rally going on between the two. Flores. Here's a setup on the outside. Aubrey Flores and Anneli Villarreal's there. And Gonzalez finally makes the play to pick up the point. Alanis Gonzalez. And Robstown ties it up, and we're all squared at 12. Back and forth we go. And Sheridan Lee, just all power there in the center of the net. Able to go up forcefully and come up with the kill and give her team the lead. And Aubrey Flores at the service line for Carroll. And Aubrey Flores comes up with the ace. And Carroll back in front by 2. This one comes up shallow. It's the libero Mia Medina to make a play. Here's a setup cross court for Haley Flores. And off on Olivia Villarreal. And it's 3 in a row here for Carroll. And they've strung together a couple of points here. Let's see if they can continue that momentum. Flores sends it over. Good reaction time there for Carroll. Here's a setup for Gonzalez in the center. And the libero, Kylie Flores, makes a big play there on the back row. Paredes sends it out of play. And the lead is 4 for Carroll. And similar to the last set, around this time as we started putting some distance between themselves and the Lady Pickers. Here's Aubrey Flores. And the Pickers won't return this one, and the lead now 5. And Aubrey Flores back to the service line. Sends it over and right off the fingertips of Jaslyn Trevino, and another ace for Aubrey Flores, and it's a 18-12 lead for Carroll. They lead by a half dozen. Aubrey Flores. There's a setup here, and the whistle, and another point over to Carroll. And Carroll leads by 7. Alanis Gonzalez into the net. Now Robstown reeling. They trail by 8. Carroll. And what a play on the center net. Sheridan Lee. 9 straight points for Carroll. As Aubrey Flores back to serve once again, and she's played well, especially from the service line. And talking about the teams needed to string some points together, and that's 10 straight, and Carroll has done just that as they've distanced themselves now. Double-digit lead, largest of the match, and 3 points away from closing this out. And a service error, but that's just not going to overshadow what Flores was able to do from the service line. And there's Lee. Sheridan Lee. When she's had good looks and opportunities, Sheridan Lee has really made the best of them. Athletic, powerful, whether it be in the center or the outside of the net. She's come in and she's made some plays, and lead back up to 10 for Carroll. Here's Flores, Kylie Flores rather. Here's a setup on the outside for Haley Flores. Nice play there from the libero, Medina. And one away. Match point here for Carroll. Flores into the net. Robstown hanging on, but it's still a 10-point lead. Paredes serves it over. Back-to-back points for Robstown, and as Paredes comes up with the ace. So Serena Paredes back to the service line. That one comes up short. Here's a setup in the middle. For Flores, it's fair. Haley Flores finishes it off here. And it's a 25-15 victory. And Carroll's headed to the silver bracket Saturday afternoon. So the Lady Pickers headed to the bronze bracket As we close out day number 1, pool number 1. We'll be back tomorrow. This same gym, we'll be headed to court number 2. And then we'll bring you back here Saturday for the championship bracket play. I'm Mark Molina. Thank you guys for watching and have a good night.